What's up guys, welcome back to this channel. So kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like and also comment. To my returning viewers, thank you so much for your love, thank you so much for your support, for always coming back and watch my video. Greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from the Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video is about not all Caribbean people are Jamaicans, because these things has been trending across over the world. When somebody introduces her or himself that I'm from Caribbean, the first question is, are you Jamaican? So in today's video, we are going to clear up the air that Caribbean country consists of so many countries. So let's watch this video until the end, and then I'll come back with more reaction. I'm your host, Team Tessie Discover. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, and all full credit goes to the original creator of these videos.
All Caribbean people aren't Jamaicans. So I want to talk about this because it's actually been pressing on my mind. And I saw one of my Trinidadian content creators, Jay Lion, actually addressed it in one of his posts, right? But this is the same thing as saying you see Hispanic people and you automatically say, oh, look at that Mexican. All Spanish people are Mexicans, right? And they get offended by it, as they should be. Or you see an Asian person and you say, oh, look at that Chinese man, or he's Chinese. Again, all Asians aren't from China. Okay? Now, we absolutely love our Jamaican brothers and sisters, so this is not about the Jamaican folks. This is to educate the world, educate the public, that when you see a Caribbean person or you hear a speak and you hear an accent, don't say, oh, you're Jamaican. No, just be like, where are you from? And then when I tell you where I'm from, and you don't know, just ask questions, inquire, ask, oh, where is that? Right? We can then tell you about our beautiful country and our beautiful islands. That's all. Because really and truly, we want to educate you. We want people to know where we're from. We want people to know about our countries. We want people to know about the islands. That's all. We don't want this back and forth or this big fight. None of that.
This is a public service announcement. So as most of you know and realize, I am abroad. I'm in a beautiful country right now. I'm not in the UK. And I'm sick and tired of people asking me if I'm in Jamaica. Is Jamaica the only Caribbean island you lot know? You lot need to pattern up and behave yourself. There's many other Caribbean islands. There's Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
There's St. Lucia. There's Barbados. There's St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There's Grenada. There's other islands that I can't think of off the top of my head. There's Dominican Republic.
Haiti.
Jamaica's not the only Caribbean island, so the fact that most of you are just jumping to, are you in Jamaica? Are you in Jamaica? Are you in Jamaica? No, I'm in Grenada. Stop asking me.
Why don't you say, oh, by the way, where are you?
Yeah, or what country are you in? Why do you lot just assume Jamaica? Like, bruh.
Jamaica is not the only island in the Caribbean. There is a beautiful island called the Commonwealth of Dominica, which has a population of 72,000 people, which is about 290 square miles. So all of us is not from Jamaica. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so this is not directed to you. But why is it that every person who sounds like Caribbean, you guys always just automatically assume that we Jamaican? Like, Jamaica is not the whole Caribbean, that's one country. Like, I just don't understand. I don't sound Jamaican. Guyanese, I mean, I can understand you saying Guyanese, but like, still, no. I'm not even Guyanese. I am a Trinidadian, and if you don't know where that is, then I don't know what to tell you. If you know Nicki Minaj and you know where she is, that's where I'm from.
On another note, I would respect it if Americans will stop asking me if I'm from Jamaica. There are more places in the Caribbean, and I do not think that I sound like them. Where are you from? Are you from the Caribbean? Which part? Sounds way more better than, are you Jamaican? Excuse? Nothing against them, but it's frustrating to hear that everywhere you go.
Hey, you know it's really mash up my cocktail, boy. Me ain't gonna lie to you. It's getting me so vexed. I cannot stand being in a foreign country like Canada. And as soon as I talk to somebody in this beautiful accent, the first guess and always be the one guess is, are you Jamaican? Well, right now you Jamaican me crazy because what the hell? You can't tell the difference between the sweet difference of Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica? Come on. I know my Jamaican brothers and sisters will always be everywhere, but Jesus Christ, at least ask me, hey, buddy, where you from? Don't just say Jamaica. If you say Jamaica, I'm going to tell you about your mommy in the most Trinidad way I know how, and you're not going to like it. All right?
This I have to talk about, because maybe my opinion out there, but me never irritate, so me just put it in other space. As a Jamaican, I really don't know of us being in any competition with any other Caribbean island. Various topics come up. We see a lot of things. Jamaica is not the only island in the Caribbean. I'm sick and tired of people thinking I'm Jamaican. It's not everyone that has an access from the Caribbean comes from Jamaica. This, that, and the next. I want to go on with myself. Instead of correcting people. I am not from Jamaica. This is where I'm from. That's it. It solves the issue, as opposed to putting it back on us, all of Jamaica and Jamaicans, as if we are trying to rob on our identity, or we are trying to colonize the whole Caribbean, and we want everybody to seem Jamaican. No, it's not we do that. It's not we do that. There are many islands in the Caribbean. For obvious reasons, Jamaica is one of the most popular ones. So everything is associated with our culture. It's not our fault. We can't give with a bird there like that and make it seem like it's something negative or something that we are pushing in the space. We know ourselves. So we know when something is not of us, and you're not going to see us calling us. You're not going to see us as Jamaicans calling something that is not Jamaican, Jamaican. We're just not going to do that. So why we are get the blame for it? Educate people. It's as simple as that. It's one love. Is one Caribbean. You understand? A one story, scattered story, but a one story. So they need to Lego that shit way and fix up on the third process. You understand me? So we better together. It don't make no sense.
I'm a mixture of the two most superior Caribbean islands. I will die on this hill. I will. I absolutely will. You can't tell me the most goated island, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. You're invalid. I can't take you serious. Yeah, superior. Jamaica, Trinidad, superior. I'm better than you. To my Haitians, this does not apply to you. I am not better than you. Actually, when I said what I said, I was not including you in it, even though you are in the Caribbean and you are in Latin America. You guys are your own, so you guys are superior to basically everybody in the Caribbean, out of the Caribbean, which is why I couldn't count you. So please don't hurt me, because I'm actually very scared. Please. I love pickles. Bye.
Y'all know my biggest pet peeve. Why is it that every time I speak and somebody hears my accent, they automatically assume I'm Jamaican? Y'all do know Jamaica is not the only island, right? Seriously.
And somebody please explain to me. And I don't want to hear it from no Jamaicans. I don't want to hear it. And you over there, you better just hush, because I don't want to hear nothing either. Why is it that as soon as you tell somebody you're from the Caribbean, they automatically assume, or this is a response then, oh yeah, I've been to Jamaica. Like what? Like y'all really think that Jamaica is the only Caribbean island that there is? Don't get me wrong. Technically, I'm like Jamaican by marriage, It's but that's not the point in this. That's not the point here. Why is it that people always assume that if you're from the Caribbean, you're from Jamaica? Like, it's not the only Caribbean island. Anyways, all your updates. My husband said that Jamaica put themselves on the map. So I'm just gonna let y'all deal with him in the comments, because I don't really have the energy today.
So every time I open my mouth and talk, American person just think that I'm from Jamaica because of the accent. Like, Guyanese people don't sound like Jamaicans. Any Caribbean person could tell the difference, but Americans just always think we sound the same. Like, no, we don't. We don't sound the same.
This just pissed me off today. So first of all, tell me you're not from here without telling me you're not from here. You might be a part of the Jamaican diaspora, but I have never in my life heard a Jamaican say to me that I'm less Jamaican because I'm white or white passing. hate to be the one to break it to you, but our motto is out of many, one people, meaning we are many, but we're one. And two, if you went to school in Jamaica, you would know that all the Tainos, the native Jamaicans, were killed off by disease or by colonizers. So by your own metric, no one is Jamaican, apparently. Skin color has nothing to do with being native Jamaican. And also, you're saying that someone born in Jamaica can't call themselves Jamaican? What? And my ethnicity, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Arab, I'm Hispanic, I'm mix up. In Jamaica, they call me a mongrel, all right? Lived my whole life in Jamaica, all of my family is Jamaican, and basically you're asking me to deny the only culture that I know because of my skin color, which in my opinion is absolute trash. So I'll share a little bit of my experience being a white passing Jamaican in another country, and maybe you can understand how damaging comments like this really are. I went to America when I was 18. I went to college. So when I go to America, I get a lot of different things, and I can almost see when people meet me, I can see the cogs turning in their head. Where is she from? And it doesn't stop until I say I'm Jamaican, and then they're like, oh, I really didn't like that my whole identity was just being narrowed down to this one facet. I actually had one friend who every time she would introduce me to someone, she'd be like, this is Miranda, you'll never guess where she's from. Go ahead, guess. And that made me feel so tokenized and so separate from everybody else. I actually had this guy who was apparently from New York, but his family was Jamaican. And he was like, so what is all the new dancehall you're listening to? So what is all X, Y, and Z? And I was like, oh, you know, actually, I haven't been listening to a lot of dancehall. Oh, you know, I don't really know how to cook. I don't cook Jamaican food. I don't cook, period. And he literally stopped talking to me. And the impression I got was that I wasn't Jamaican enough for him. You know? I wasn't Jamaican enough to be Jamaican, and I wasn't American enough to be American. And it's so frustrating. It really had me questioning my self-worth. Did I have nothing to bring to the table other than the fact that I'm Jamaican? I don't know. It really kind of fucked me up for a while. And I'm an actress. I work in an industry where I am constantly being judged on my looks and constantly trying to be fit into different molds. Every time there was a role for a Jamaican, I would be overlooked. In college, I tried out for a Jamaican in a play, and my Indian friend got the part rather than me. So I was just pissed right off. And I understand that I don't look like what a typical Jamaican might look like, but expanding other people's perceptions is way more important than fitting a mold. If you're watching this and feel very other and feel very separate, the only responsibility you have to yourself is to be happy and not to make anybody else happy and fit into any mold that they might want to thrust upon you, because honestly, it's not worth the effort and it's not worth the time. It's not. But I wanted to respond to this because I know how it felt to feel not enough for either place. So I would just invite you to think of the other person when you say shit like this, and think about what they've been through. Think about how you would feel if somebody said that you couldn't identify with the only culture that you knew because of your skin color. And you seem to care a lot about it. So I think it would hurt a lot, right? A lot of what he's saying is not spelling sense. So you need to just wheel and come again with that one, yeah? All right. Love you guys. Bye.
For me, this is a bit shocking. Now hear me out. Just listen to me. I ain't got nothing against the Jamaicans, but y'all listen to me. 95.5% of the patients would ask me, are you Jamaican? Are you Jamaican? Are you Jamaican? No auntie, no uncle, no ma'am, no sir. I am not a Jamaican. I'm a Guyanese to the bone. Guyanese. Yesterday it was so bad. A particular auntie asked me, "Are you Jamaican?" "No, I'm not Jamaican." Then she said, "So where are you from?" I said, "I'm Guyanese. I'm from Guyana." She's like, "Oh, you're not a Guyanese. You sound Jamaican." I said, in my head, I'm like, "Auntie, push me out." So I said, "No, I'm not a Jamaican. I'm Guyanese." She said, "You sound Jamaican. Why are you lying?" What the?
Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you have enjoyed and watched a full clip how people are really confusing themselves, calling themselves that they are from Caribbean country, and somebody ask themselves, are you the Jamaican? So kindly guys, let's interact in the comment section. Mention your Caribbean country. If you are from Caribbean country, just comment your country and your flag. So guys, people are confusing across over the world because Jamaica being the in the global, being the worldwide, being have the rich in reggae music, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, and so many others. Caribbean country consists of so many countries. Imagine Caribbean country consists of over 700 islands and 32 countries and territories. So this is so many countries that are in Caribbean countries, and not only Jamaica are from Caribbean countries, but we have so many countries that is located in Caribbean, and it has its own culture, it has its own music, it has its own flag, it has its own identity. That is why I say that Caribbean country has so many countries. So people are confused themselves that when you just say that introduce I'm from Caribbean, somebody asks, no, are you a Jamaican? That is wrong. So I want to clear this air that Caribbean country has so many countries. It's like example, when somebody say that I'm from, somebody assume that all Spanish are Mexico. This is wrong. Spanish and Mexico are different, and also they normally confuse that all Asians are from the Chinese, are from China, because being a Jamaica being the influential country, being in the global, it has killed so many countries. But when you just mention some of the Caribbean country that is being Trinidad, Tobago, we have also the Barbados, we have the Bahamas, we have the Saint Lucia, we have the Saint Kitts, we have so many countries, and each and every country has its own culture. When you just mention Barbados, you remember it has its Rihanna and the food and its culture. When you mention Trinidad Tobago, you'll find that it has own unique things. So, or not only the Caribbean country are Jamaicans, and so many people are confused because they don't know where is the location of Jamaica. Because most of people, when you say that give us the location of Jamaica in Caribbean, they can't locate the Jamaica. They really confusing themselves, and Caribbean are just a small island located in Caribbean island with a population of around 2.8 million. So Jamaica is one of the country that has a population of 2.8 million, and you'll find that the people that are living outside the Jamaica is approximately over 3 million. That is a large number compared to the people that is living in Jamaica. So other countries has its own identity, because when you see a Trinidad, you will see the same identity, you will see the culture, because it has own unique culture. And let's drop the comment section the other Caribbean country, your culture and what you really like, because when you come in terms of athletics, because Jamaica being mentioned about that is being the most have the most of sprinters. Also, these countries also has sprinters. When you go to Saint Lucia, we find the Alfred also ran as sprinters, and she hold a record. When you go to Trinidad, it also the same. They have on in fact, also from these Caribbean countries, Rihanna is from the Barbados, and that is how the story is being run. And each and every country has its own leaders, prime ministers, presidents, all are from the Caribbean country. So Caribbean country has so many countries, and people, Jamaica being the country that's being known all over the world, it has also managed to steal the identity of the other Caribbean people. And This is to let you know that if you are watching this video for the first time, not only people are Jamaicans, we have also Trinidad, we have also other countries in Caribbean countries. So that is how the Caribbean countries comprises so many people. So it's over 700 islands and around 32 territories and countries. That is the Caribbean country I'm talking about. So somebody can ask me, what about Guyana? Guyana withdrawn from the Caribbean countries, and if you are in Guyana or in any Caribbean country, you'll be answered in comment section. And Guyana is also part of Caribbean, but it withdrawn. So that is how the Caribbean country has, and each and every Caribbean countries, it has its own identity, and their origin are from the African. So you find that all the Caribbean people are the Africans. They came from they are ancestral of the Africans people. They were just taken here from the West Africa through the slavery, and that is our Africans, our brothers, and that's why I normally say that Caribbean people are our brothers and sisters. You cannot separate their blood. So let's interact in the comment section about if you represent your country in comment section, where you come from. If you are in Barbados, Bahamas, Trinidad, Jamaica, let's interact in comment section, and let's mention your unique culture in your country, because Jamaica has its own. So we want also to know if other countries has its own culture. Thank you so much for watching me. I'm your host, Team Tezi, and if you like this vibe, remember to subscribe, like, and also comment. Thank you so much for your tiny viewers who are heading to 100k subscribers. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that subscription button. Bye for now.